here to tell y'all that some of my best videos, usually the ones that are consistently performing well, usually have to do with some type of race. Usually have to do with somebody feeling the need to express how they should be able to say the N-word, nigga. And usually they're not of Black American descent. But we know it gets the people going. And one of those people who have tapped into that realm of just race baiting and just doing stupid shit all in general, like getting tattoos across the middle of their forehead, would be none other than Amber Rose. And Amber Rose is realizing that, you know what, this is how I stay relevant. I'm using my biracial aspects to play both sides. I'm black when I want to be black. I'm white when I want to be white. I'm biracial when I want to be biracial. And that's what we have gotten. And we've seen her be confronted about this before. Jocelyn Hernandez called her out. And guess what? Her take is aging like fine wine. Now, Jocelyn did get a couple knuckle sandwiches behind what she said, but that's just not my problem.
Okay, I checked you. I'm checking you now.
But you're not, because I don't give a fuck about how you feel.
Well, I don't give a fuck either then, because I can say the same thing about you.
I consider you a white person. So that's the thing.
But it's not about what you consider. That's the whole point.
You mix like me. You mix like, you know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Let's just get down to the point.
Jocelyn.
No, Professor. Let's get down to the point.
Jocelyn.
Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. She's conflicted with her blackness. See, when I was growing up, I chose to be black. I was born in Puerto Rico, a Spanish-speaking place, so I'm a black Hispanic. But Amber, she don't know how to behave in black places or in white places. She feel like she got to cater to each of them. But I damn sure know that she doesn't cater to nothing black. She went there to let me finish.
Now, Amber Rose would put up the so crazy experience struggle of a biracial person, where she said that biracial people, some would consider her black. And then the black people would say, you don't even know the black experience, shut up. The white side would tell her that she's white. And then they would say, you're black, shut up. Then she would say I'm mixed, and then she would say other people would tell her to pick a side. She's so conflicted in her identity. Amber Rose has then supported Donald Trump wearing her MAGA hats, and we know how that's gonna look to the black community. So we're just kind of pushing her off like, hey, you know, maybe that's your white side over there. Listen, I don't care who you vote for, but I know how politics get. But just recently, Amber did an interview and a conversation with Nick Cannon, and I feel like she may have crossed the line. Not even may, she did. And she was trying to say that, hey, white people should have the right to say the N-word because it's just a word and words don't mean anything. She lets her kids curse, and it's America. It's her right of speech to say whatever the hell we want to say. Basically, white talking points as to why they should be validated on saying nigga.
First of all,
white
people should be able to say nigga.
So,
and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, shit.
Because no one, when you really stop giving a fuck about stupid, dumbass words, will stop killing each other. And Nick, it's very different. You know, if it says the hard R and they're pointing at you, it's very different than rap lyrics or saying, oh, that's my nigga, that's my homie.
Right.
You know?
If somebody's using a term as a derogatory term,
but we know that.
You know the difference between somebody just saying
we're all smart
lyric.
enough. We're all smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So why are we putting so much damage and pain behind? I let my kids curse. They have freedom of speech.
Right.
Why live in America if you don't have freedom of speech? And I let my kids do that. Now, do they say, mommy, fuck you? No.
They bet not.
Do they say, mommy, you're a bitch? No.
Right.
They know what's right and wrong.
Okay, let's start it off. Let's get it out there, because I know y'all like to get in the comments and tell me this when I make these videos. You're not even black. You're not even, you're light skinned. You're mixed with, I'm a black man. And I got a whole lineage that'll tell you that. I just happen to have 2 yellow ass parents. Second, she's not black. Let's do that. She's not a black American, shall I say. Amber Rose, your father is Irish and Italian. Your mother is from Cape Verde in West Africa. You are a biracial American. So you shouldn't even have the right to speak on what black people should allow. You don't have the right to say this word is dumb and played out and then volunteer who and who can't say it. You don't have that right. You're not a part of that heritage. That's just what it is. And I'm confused as to how you think that people will stop killing each other by allowing white people to say the N-word.
Oh, shit.
Because no one, when you really stop giving a fuck about stupid, dumbass words, will stop killing each other.
Let's really think about that. If anything, it's going to cause more racial tension, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to disregard and erase the racial history of this country, which is what we complain about all the time. People try to make it seem like it was so long ago. There are still people that grew up in the civil rights era walking this earth right now. We just started getting our rights. My grandmother on my mother's side, God rest her soul, grew up in the civil rights era in Talladega, Alabama, where they do the Talladega 500 at. My grandmother on my father's side grew up in the civil rights era. She's currently still living. She lives in Earl, Arkansas. She's from the countryest of the country. You see, the problem is, Amber, that you don't have any family members that come from that experience. That is the truth. I know you were complaining, talking about that people were telling you you don't have the black experience, and that's true. You know, Amber, I actually will volunteer to bring you around my family, the elders of my family, and you sit down and talk to them and explain to them why you think white people should be saying nigga. And I think that you will get a better understanding of how stupid you sound, the things that they had to go through, the segregation in the schools. And they can probably tell you what their parents went through with the KKK and slavery and just going back, tracking in the history of time. And you'll realize it really wasn't that long ago. Hell, the racism that's embedded in our country right now. It's almost like you trying to say like racism doesn't exist anymore, when in fact it does, when in fact they just gotten more discreet with it. A lot of people are embedded within the law enforcement community, judges, lawyers. Hell, I've even heard of racism in the housing markets. How do you explain that? How do you say that those people should be allowed to say the word nigga? The only reason you're saying that is because you don't get hurt from the word, because you're not a black American. You are from West Africa. You are Italian, Irish. That's how I know you ain't part of this community. You said you let your kids curse. Listen, I guarantee you Bash ain't over there cursing up in Wiz's house like that. I can guarantee it. You got 2 black baby daddies. Yeah, you good enough to ride that dick. But guess what? I guarantee you wouldn't go up to they mamas and they grandmamas and spew this rhetoric that you talking. You'll be very respectful in the future. And I hope this doesn't happen. But in the future, your 2 black sons may run into a racist moment, maybe with authority. And when they feel mistreated and they come to their moms and say, man, mom, he called me a nigga. What are you gonna say? Hey, son, it's okay because everybody should be able to say it. It's just a stupid word. You shouldn't have feelings behind that. Have you considered that? And Nick Cannon, you a hoe. Because you should have challenged her behind that. But then again, and I don't mean no disrespect, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I meet a lot of people from California who maybe they not that attached to their roots down south. And they don't really look at things the same way we look at things in the South. Same as the people that's from up north. Maybe they're not that attached to their roots. But I think that Nick Cannon, you should have gave some pushback when she said that, but you just let her ever so just say whatever the fuck she wanted, because I know that's your friend, and I think y'all share the same managers, like y'all are really close. But that was some whole shit to say. Honestly, Amber, your whole career has been about you being indecisive. It was the slut walks. Then you realized that that wasn't a good thing, that women actually lie. We shouldn't believe all women. Then it was, oh, I'm with Wiz, I'm with this guy, I'm getting tattoos right here on my forehead, I'm doing, like, everything that you do, you always go back against. You was talking about how you was a Democrat, now you're like some liberal Republican, holy smoly. I don't know what you are, and Jocelyn was right. You don't know how to identify with anything. You're not consistent. And that's exactly the struggle, I understand from what I hear, of some biracial people. You don't want to identify to either one, which you don't have to. That's well within your right. But I think if you look, that's what's making you confused. I think you need to do some inner searching for yourself and just learn to be you. And maybe this is you. Maybe this is the real you, because maybe you being the black Amber, that wasn't really you being you. So I see you embracing the roots, but just keep that nigga shit out your mouth. That's all I'm gonna say about that. You sound stupid, you look stupid, and you're dumb. So y'all just let me know what you think, man. Like, man, hey, listen, man, I done these videos, man. I done did it with the Mexican OT. All the Mexicans came in the comments for me, telling me it's just a word, and we say nigga in the hood in Texas. Hey, listen, I'm not here I'm not gonna put a gun in nobody's head. I'm not about to fight nobody over it. I just think that I thought people had more respect for us, but you know, we are the most disrespected, but yet the most influential, meaning everybody wants to be black, but they don't want the actual struggles that come with being black. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that hype button, man. Hype me up, get me into that algorithm. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom.
IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.